folks, back here on the Bossman Show. Denver Pioneers new head coach, Jeff Wulbrun here on the Bossman Show. Coach, good to see you, man. How's Denver treating you so far, man?
It's awesome, JR, man. I'm thrilled to be here and thrilled to be part of the University of Denver basketball.
Yes, sir. And the coach, you've been coaching a long time, man. Tell me this. What about DU spoke to you and said, hey, this is where I should bring my family to Denver. It's a great university in the Summit League and start my head coach career here?
Yeah, JR, the way I answer that question, we spend a great deal of time with recruits talking about fit, right? Is it the right fit? Is it the right style of play for a recruit? Is the head coach, the right fit? Is the academic situation the right fit for recruits? Head coaches are no different, and I thought this was a perfect fit for me. I spent my last 5 years at Stanford as the associate head coach. I love being part of a prestigious academic institution. I love representing that on the recruiting trail. I love that we were able to attract high integrity, high character kids who chased excellence in all they did. I felt all of those things were present here at the University of Denver. It's a very prestigious academic institution. I'm able to attract high integrity, high character kids who chase excellence in all they do. Guys that want to be great players, but also want to do well in the classroom. They want to be good teammates. They want to be good brothers, good sons. I'm able to do that here. I thought that I could also build a very strong culture here at the University of Denver because of the type of student athletes that we attract. And it all fits. It was all the perfect fit for me, JR.
And coach, like you said, Denver is a great university, very great degree to get from the University of Denver because they can take you anywhere with that degree. You've been at Stanford as well, as you know. Academics is the main part of the game, coach. Student athlete. So I love that you're a fit there. I said to myself, yeah, coach do well there because that's where he came from, academics. So that's right up his alley right there. So, and plus Denver is a great city. Now, coach, a little bit too cold for me being from Atlanta, but it's a great city, coach.
Hey, I'm a native Californian, but I've lived all over the country and coached all over the country, and a little snow won't bother us. It's a gorgeous city, and boy, I've heard just nothing but great things about it, and we're eager to explore it, my wife and I.
Yes, sir. And Coach, excuse me, man, how did you prepare to become a head coach? I know when I was a co-host of my shows back in my past, before I got my own gig, I was thinking in my head, if I was the host, I would cover this topic or have this guest on. So for you, preparing to be a head coach, how was that for you? How did you kind of prepare your mind to become a head coach now?
JR, that's a great question, and it happens over a period of time. I think as a young coach, when you work with different coaches on your staff, you work for different head coaches, you just kind of, you think about what's going on and you decide, hey, that's something that I would do when I become a head coach. Or you know what, I think when the opportunity comes, that's not something I do. So over a long period of time, you kind of, you make these points and you put them in your memory bank, and you're building your own philosophy as you go. And the best coaches in the country, they say they steal from everyone, but it's a collaboration of all of the stops you've been, all of the coaches that you've worked for. And then I think you have to be true to yourself. Do you, in coming up with your own philosophy, are you comfortable with that? For me, it's just not all about basketball. Basketball is a huge component. We're going to work our players extremely hard to get them as good as they can be. But I enjoy the relationship with them. I always have. In 30 years as a coach, that's as gratifying as anything. Like the NCAA tournaments and the conference championships are awesome. Experiences that will last a lifetime. But it's the relationship piece that is probably my most gratifying. It was really humbling when I got the job here. I guess it was about 10 days, 2 weeks ago, and I heard from players, former players, at every stop that I've been. I mean, that was really touching, really humbling, and that's what it is all about. And ideally, you want to do both. You want to have that success on the court at a high level and go to NCAA tournaments, and then have those relationships with your former players.
And coach, my dad's a coach as well, so I'd see that with my dad. Players just talk to my dad all the time because Mr. McHenry, thank you for what you did, Coach Mack, and all that kind of stuff. So, coach, I understand it totally. Let me ask you this, coach. Now, for me, coaching was not in my future. I just wanted to talk. I want to talk about sports. I didn't want to coach it like my father. So for you, what got you into coaching? When did you get that itch to coach? Because I know for me, I never had. I just wanted to play. I never wanted to coach. When did you get the itch to want to get into coaching
Yeah.
and help young men?
Honestly, it was the end of my college experience, and I met a high school coach, and he asked, "Have you ever thought about going into coaching?" And at the time, I loved the game, but I hadn't given coaching any thought. And he asked me to be his volunteer assistant coach on the freshman basketball team
Wow.
at Walnut High School in Southern California. And I went and I did it. I thought it might be something I enjoyed. At the time, I was thinking I could stay involved in sports and basketball by being a sports reporter, and that's what I went to college for, to get my degree in journalism. But after doing it for one season, and then I coached baseball that spring, I knew that that's what I wanted to do, and immediately went back to get my teaching credential and became a high school teacher and coach. So it took a little while, but I felt that that was my calling, and wouldn't have changed anything over these years.
Now, Coach, being a sports reporter, how was it when you was doing the job I'm doing now? How was that gig for you, Coach?
You know what? I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would, because they assigned me some sports I wasn't real familiar with. We'll just keep it at that. All right. It wasn't the basketball beat. It wasn't the football beat.
I'm lucky. I've had the Hawks and the Falcons and Braves. I'm lucky.
Yeah, no, that's a good beat right there, right?
I'm lucky because Coach, if I had to cover something else, I might be in trouble. Because I played those sports. I can talk about those without trying. If I tried something like hockey when they had the Thrashers here, I might be in trouble. Yes, sir. Now, Coach, building this program, man, tell me this. What's going to be the ideal pioneer for you in your program here going forward, Coach?
Yep. It's a guy who, high integrity, high character guy. As I build my program, I'm not going to make any sacrifice. I'm not going to sacrifice my integrity. I'm not going to compromise my standards, my principles, because I can get a good player in. I want to bring in high integrity, high character guys who chase excellence in all they do, want to be great players, want to be great teammates, want to play unselfishly, want to put the team agenda ahead of their own individual agenda, and like me, have a passion to do something really special here at the University of Denver. You know, what appeals to me, I've always said, I think you're a builder or a sustainer. And a builder is someone who comes into programs and has passion for building that program to a level that it hasn't been at, or they haven't seen in a very, very long time. And as you look at my previous stops in my coaching career, they've all been that type of situation. And the University of Denver is as well. But boy, there's never been a better time to build a program than there currently is, with essentially college basketball free agency, with the portal activity. And this is just, the timing is great. Boy, we're gonna build. There's no 2-year, 3-year, 4-year plan. We're gonna be good next year, JR.
And Coach, June the 1st comes real soon. You can get back out there, recruit, and bring those young men to that great campus in Denver. You know, bring them to that great campus and show them the great city of Denver. Because I'll tell you what, I miss the recruiting trips when guys come to Atlanta, and I see these young men come to Atlanta, because coaches come to Atlanta, bring these young men out here, see AAU coaches and stuff out here. Coach, I know you cannot wait to get out and back out here and recruit and see these young men out in person, see maybe the Peach Jam or Lake Point again. I can't wait for all that stuff, Coach.
Yeah, no, we miss those spots. It's really been unusual, right? For over a year now, we're recruiting off film. We haven't been able to evaluate in person. The kids haven't been able to come to campus to see the campuses, meet the coaches in person. It has unfortunately become our normal, but let's hope that those times will be behind us sooner than later, and we'll get back on the road recruiting, and the guys can come to campus and make informed decisions.
And Coach, the good thing about this year is hopefully with COVID, the vaccines, you can actually have guys on campus now to actually work out in the summertime, because player development in year one's going to be really, really key, in my opinion, for you coaches. Getting guys to know what they're about, kind of get them used to your system, how you do things now. So I think having them on campus will really help you jumpstart October, come October, and then the season here up here in 2021 here.
Yeah, it'll be huge. And there's some turnover and influx anytime you have a coaching change. But come this summer, we'll have our team together. And the player development piece, JR, will be huge in my basketball program. And we'll take advantage of that during the hours that we have in the summer, be able to put in our offense and defensive schemes, get the guys familiar. They'll all be playing together for the first time. So we can't wait until the summer hits and we can start working with our team.
And coach, I could kind of mention a little bit, but recruiting wise, Denver, a great town. So you can also recruit out west, out here in the Atlanta area, go up north, Midwest, because Denver can get you anywhere, anyone else. I get to Denver. So I feel like Denver's gonna be a very national brand, the Summit League, a great league, the Summit League as well. So, coach, what's your plan to kind of recruit beyond the area of Denver and beyond, but maybe come out this way to Atlanta and the Northeast and in the Midwest as well?
Wait, my immediate plan might be to get you involved in my Zooms with recruits. Man, you're really good, JR. I mean, you're selling the city of Denver. You're selling the University of Denver. That's great, man. I got to take notes.
Come on, hey, coach, I love to do it here. Look, hey, zoom me in, coach. I'll do it for you. No problem. I got you.
I love it, man. I love your enthusiasm, and that's awesome. So, in terms of recruiting, we've got to do a great job in our backyard. We've got to do a good job in the Denver area, within the state of Colorado, in the Rocky Mountain area. That's our backyard. We've got to do a super job. We've got to connect with high school coaches and junior college coaches. And beyond that, because we are at a very prestigious academic institution, we're attractive to kids all over the country. So if we do our job well, we'll find the best players with the best grades who would be guys that would come to the University of Denver and succeed academically, and the best players in that group. So if we do our job, we'll identify those prospects. And like I said, we don't have a geographic footprint outside of really doing a good job in our backyard and connecting with our local coaches.
And coach, tell me about the league itself, the summer league. I think it's a very good league that people don't really know much about. I mean, great team, great coaching. Tell us about the league from your opinion, from the outside looking in. Now I've been a part of it. How orange ought to be a part of this great summer league that you guys are a part of right now?
When you think about it, the fourth place team in our conference made it to the Sweet 16 this year. Only one of 10 conferences represented in the Sweet 16. So that tells you about the competitive spirit and the level of play in the Summit League. Great coaches. We had a head coaches meeting the other day, really respected programs, guys who are respected not just regionally and within the conference, but nationally, just like Paul Mills at Oral Roberts. I mean, what a great job he did with his team this year.
Coach, that's what I got for you, Coach. Who have been some people really helped you in your career become the coach you are today, man?
Yeah, that's a great question, and it's very significant. I got my first college job from Lou Campanelli. Lou, who had fame at James Madison, knocked off some big teams while he was there in the NCAA tournament. Lou went out to Cal and he hired me as an inexperienced high school coach at the time. And I remember him telling me, he said, "I'll teach you the game, but I've got to have loyalty from you. That's a non-negotiable." And Lou was very, very influential in my career. From there, I went to Illinois State and I spent time with Kevin Stallings, probably the best tactician that I've ever been a part of. When we were in a close game, our team would look at each other with about a minute to go, and they just knew that Coach Stallings was going to win this game for us with a tactical move down the stretch. I was fortunate enough to work with a guy that I recruited out of high school, Jared Haas. Recruited him out of South Lake Tahoe, recruited him to Cal. He started in our backcourt as a freshman with Jason Kidd back in the day. And Jared and I became very, very close over the years. And he played at Kansas the remainder of his career, and then coached for Roy Williams at Kansas and North Carolina. He got his first job at UAB, and he brought me along with him. We've spent the last 9 years together at UAB and at Stanford. And I've learned a lot from Jared, just organization, structure of a basketball program. He learned from Coach Williams at North Carolina, and that's a huge component. So I've learned from all of these people, gosh, in so many different ways. I mean, Lou really taught me how to get the most out of your guys, how to structure a practice where you really challenge the guys day in and day out. Jared is great with relationship building. Kevin was so good from a tactical standpoint. So like I said earlier, when you're fortunate enough to work with these good people and the assistants on all of those staffs as well, were certainly influential in me establishing my philosophy.
Well, Coach, I'm looking forward to covering your team, and I look forward to having you on the show many more times in the future, Coach. I love covering Denver. Chris will tell you that. I always look for you guys, man. I'll make sure I get you guys on the show at least once a year, sometimes twice a year.
Hey,
So I definitely got you, Coach.
JR, I hope that we play well enough that you want me on your show more than once a year. How's that?
Hey, deal. That's a deal, Coach. And Coach, Kevin Stallings is somebody I know very well. From my time
Is
in
that right?
Nashville, he was there when I was in Nashville at Vandy, so I know him pretty well. So,
Oh,
hey, I love that guy.
did an incredible job at Vandy, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He's also a great guitar player too. He's a
Is
great
that
guitar
right?
player. Yes, he is. Yes, Coach All's a great man. I miss him dearly at Vanderbilt. He was a great guy. I was in town when he was there, coach over at Vanderbilt on West End there.
Well, I've enjoyed it, JR. Thanks so much.
Coach, have a great weekend. You be safe, man.
Thank you.
All right, bye now.